Hey guys, Zul'jin here. Welcome to Bermuda Lost Survival. This is a sort of raft survival type game. It's kind of like Stranded Deep and Subnautica, all kind of rolled into one. You start on this little SOS craft here. I don't know what you'd call this, a life raft, a life preserver. There's a couple things you could do. You could sleep, you can grab medical supplies or these regular supplies here, and you can also use this box, which is kind of like a crafting box. So you can see a multiples of things that you can craft over here, recipes, and at the bottom right corner of the screen, it tells you what type of supplies you need. So what you could do is just kind of dive off. So Raft Survival that I played a while back had all of the stuff just coming to you in the water, and this time you have to dive for it, kind of like Subnautica or Stranded Deep. It's a pretty cool mechanic. You have two tools that you start off with. You have a knife and you have a hammer. The hammer allows you to construct or deconstruct things, and the knife allows you to harvest things. And you'll soon find out that you can't harvest all the things with the knife. Like, hell, you can't harvest rocks and stuff, but you can harvest a few things that you wouldn't expect. For instance, I'm picking up sticks and planks now. If I were to hit this a few times, you could see that I'll harvest sticks with this. Well, I know from playing a little bit that you need a lot more planks than anything else just to get started. So I'm going to try and grab as much of this as possible. You also need rope, which eventually you'll be able to make with seaweed and a drying rack. So it took me a few times to really figure out what kind of priorities you should take in this game, but it's pretty straightforward, and it kind of teaches you as you go based on how long you can survive. You can see in the right corner of my screen, I can't point to it for you, but in the right, look, how about this? See the rock on the right side of my screen? This is all your levels for stuff. So naturally, the top level is oxygen, then it's thirst, then it's hunger, then it's sanity, then it's health, and then it's inventory, or how full your inventory is. And you'll have the chance to put up all sorts of stuff. Anyway, there's some fish here. I've never actually killed a fish, believe it or not. But I'm going to go up before my oxygen runs out. I can check my inventory as soon as I get some air here and see exactly what I harvested all together. So right now I have 5 rocks, 17 seaweed, 8 sticks, and 8 planks. Probably can't make anything with that, so let's go back down one more time. I'm going to view this from the side. It looks like there's a few more planks here that I can grab. Naturally, we'll be able to upgrade our tools and harvest from big things like that boat down there, which will give us a lot more stuff without actually scavenging, because these things don't auto-replenish from what I know. They just kind of appear, and once you pick them up, they're gone forever. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to try to grab a few more items, and I'm going to upgrade my tool to, you can get an axe or a hatchet, if you will, as soon as possible. I'm also going to try to get a few floors down, which are kind of like platforms that you can just switch to for your raft. Instead of that one little life raft, you can actually start building on it, because you can't build anything on the life raft from what I know. Let's see here. The ambience is pretty cool in the game, even though I haven't shut up for one moment. I'll let you hear it. See that? It's real oceany. I think the sound and graphics for what it is for such an early access game is pretty good. And this shark, I haven't done anything with it. I know it doesn't come after me. Like, I've never been eaten by the shark, and I've been relatively close to it multiple times. But you can see there's always a map that points you to where your base is, and they do have a day and night cycle too, which will start. You can always sleep past that. Which kind of helps with your sanity as well, but naturally it takes away food and hunger, and you're not being productive that whole time. So yeah, use with caution, I suppose. These rations here are supplies. They can give you food and water when you use them, so you don't have to worry about hunting or purifying water at first. So let's see what we got here. Let's put all of this stuff over in, actually I don't know if there's a shortcut key. Shift or control click does not seem to work. What about right click? No, right click allows you to split or use, which is pretty good. Alright, let's see here. So do we have a drying rack? It looks like we can make the drying rack right now. If I were to look at my inventory first and try to get a hatchet, what's going on with the hatchet here? It looks like the hatchet, I need 5 stone and 5 sticks. Let's grab that out of here. We can split stack 5. Alright, 5 stone. And we can split. We'll just take that, that's fine. 7. Bam. Now let's do that. Hatchet. Unlock. Perfect. So now we have that in our next tool slot. And we do have enough material still to do... we'll need to do the drying rack, but first we're going to need a platform, and for that we're going to need more planks and sticks. The good news is, now that we've got a good tool, we can harvest this quite effectively. Let's go down to the boat over here, and I will show you how this works. It's fairly simple. You just left click and you just harvest all the stuff, but it works out pretty well. I actually like the game quite a bit. I found myself getting kind of lost in it yesterday when I was trying it out to see if I'd like it. I naturally had watched some videos on it to see if it's something I wanted to play. And you don't automatically get the gist of the experience when you watch a video. Sometimes you do, but at least not like a commentary-less video. I don't know if that's a word, commentary-less, but not much content. Commentary content. Basically just watching like a gameplay trailer of it or whatever is all that I had before. This shark is dangerously close. It seems like. If I was a swimmer, if I was a real swimmer down here, I would be very, very worried about what that shark was trying to do. So I did get a few more planks here, a few more stone. There are some barrels around here that I'm looking for that allow me to harvest scrap metal. And scrap metal can be used in a variety of applications for some of the more advanced crafting tables. One thing I did not do yesterday is craft a dock, which allows you to produce rafts. I don't know, it seemed pretty cool. Also, when you're like rising right here, you can actually just harvest this seaweed as you go up. And it saves you a little bit of grief here. I need to go to the top quickly before my O2 runs out. Alright. You see that? You had a little heartbeat when it starts getting low. So you have audible cues, so to speak, as well. Alright. Where are those darned little scrap metal barrels? They kind of look like oil drums that were put down. These do give you a little bit of metal as well, so if you look, they have like the little metal straps, so you get planks and you can get some scrap metal from it. There we go, we just got some scrap metal here. And I wish these things were infinite, but they are not. But they do give you a good bit of starting scrap metal in order to produce a few things. So let's hit it one more time, and what was that, total 5 hits? So you can also harvest these with a knife, which gives you sticks, but I think that's the only thing that it gives you, which kind of makes sense. Less harvesting from that. I still don't see the barrels, man. There are barrels around here, guys. Don't think I'm crazy. I'm serious. I saw them. Yesterday I was harvesting them. But I don't know. It looks like my oxygen's running a little low as well. I think they were in this area, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go up one more time for oxygen and we'll come back down. Now, unless these are just randomly spawned, I do think I remember in this portion of the map, at the top right corner of the screen, you'll see my map image, right? And I'm pretty sure that the scrap metal barrels were in this neck of the woods last time. That's not to say they still are. This looks like an airplane. I don't know if I saw that last time. I would be willing to bet that you can get metal off of this thing. Yeah, look, it says harvest and they have the symbol for scrap metal. If we take a look at my inventory, you'll see that scrap metal has the same icon. So you kind of get used to it as you go. There's not a whole bunch of resources to harvest. I wonder how much you can get from this. It seems like a lot. I've already got 20 scrap metal. And only got a few from those crates or whatever. Which makes sense. This is a whole dadgum airplane. You know, you'd figure there'd be plenty down here for it. Alright, well, now that I know where this is, I'm going to stop at 30. Oh, well, there we go. We can't harvest anymore. Alright, perfect. And I do have quite a few planks left. Oh, look. There's some stuff that you can harvest over there. I've never really been out the realm of where I am now. These are the barrels that I was talking about, you guys. Now y'all know I'm not crazy. These are the first ones that I found. I don't remember the airplane, but apparently they are slightly in the same area, if not exactly. I don't remember, you know, where I got them the first time, but let's go up and we're going to go towards our raft and see if we can put a platform or two down. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Alright, so platforms down. We got to switch to our hammer here. It's relatively easy to do this, but you do have to craft up the walls first, which you can't do in your inventory. You do have to use this little crafting box. So let's go ahead and climb in. We'll select our crafting box here. Transfer the bulk of my materials in. And what we'll do after that is just see if we can craft a platform. There we go. So you got to be careful because one is like a ceiling and one is a platform. They have some rope stuff here that you can get as well. Drying rack would do us great if we had something to build it on. So we'll build that first, and naturally we're going to be a little bit short on sticks of this. Now, from what I've seen, you can't craft sticks with planks or regular wood. You still have to harvest them, which is a little unfortunate, but let's see. So now that I have this, once it's in my inventory, you can cycle through it with keys, but basically if you left click on your hammer, it'll give you the option to place. So naturally I want to place this as close as I can so that I can still get on and off my raft without any kind of crazy hopping in the water and hopping back out. You can access the platforms from underneath as well just by clicking E, just like you do on the raft. I think default is F, but yeah, there we go, guys. This is Raft Survival, or what do you call this? This isn't Raft Survival. This is Bermuda Survival. I done messed up. If you guys are interested in seeing some more of this, let me know. I'd love to continue building for you and putting some of the stuff together and see how long we can make it. At any rate, guys, thanks so much for watching. As always, this is Zuljan signing off, and we'll see you next time.